You know, there's nothing more comforting than coming home to that delicious scent of warm cinnamon rolls straight from the oven, or a homemade soup simmering on the stovetop. You feel comfortable, secure. You feel like you're at home. Hi, I'm Kelsey Nixon, and I love to cook. Whether it's hosting my own show for a national network, consulting with restaurants to create delicious and healthy menus, or just playing in the kitchen to create something tasty, I love how good food brings friends and family together. Well, I've got to admit, when I was first approached by Shelf Reliance to develop great tasting recipes using their Thrive food storage, I was a little apprehensive. I thought, how can I possibly make food storage meet my standard in taste and quality? But then we started going through what Shelf Reliance offered, and I started to get excited. They told me their philosophy is store what you eat and eat what you store. Then they started bringing out food that I'd eat every day, stuff that I'd use in almost any recipe, and that had a 20-year shelf life. I couldn't wait to dive in and start cooking. The results? Fabulous. I was amazed at how easy Thrive ingredients were to use in so many of my favorite recipes. Sometimes even easier to use than the same thing straight out of the fridge or the garden. And the taste was fantastic. I guess I shouldn't have been surprised because every Thrive product is harvested at the peak of perfection. Most are then freeze-dried by lowering its temperature and removing its natural moisture. Freeze-drying locks in all of the food's color, flavor, and nutrients without using artificial preservatives. When you're ready to cook, you just add a little water and you're good to go.
Back in the old day, and I hate to say how long ago that was.
30 years.
You weren't supposed to. It was horrible. We had a lot of chicken, beef type in our storage, and it was horrible. We could not get our kids to eat it, and in fact, we eventually had to throw it out.
I was very skeptical as to whether food storage could actually taste good. When I opened up, I think it was broccoli, was the first can I opened up. I was amazed that it smelled delicious and it looked like broccoli.
Went to the party when I realized it was much more than shelves, and they have this food line that was amazing, that we were eating this food right out of the can, and it inspired me to come home and see what was in my food storage. And so I pulled that up, opened those cans, and thought, I hope I never had to have eaten this food. And I show that at my different parties now, is to see this is emergency food. Thrive is daily food that we can have and love and use every day.
For snacks, we use Thrive foods all the time. Can we have some strawberries? I'm like, do I have enough for all my parties? Okay, yes.
I love to see when someone opens that Thrive can of freeze-dried raspberries for the first time. They take it in their mouth and they're just amazed that it's food storage and it tastes so good. And it's exciting to know that it's so good for them as well and they can use it every day.
It's kind of that aha moment of, wow, this is food storage. We've taken the time and expended the energy to make sure that it's a unique product. It's the very best out there in the market. And you know when you open that can of Thrive, you're getting the best thing for your family. Our goal is to help people get food storage out of the basement into the kitchen and really make it something that people can enjoy on an everyday basis.
Since I've started using Thrive in my cooking and talking to other people about how great it is, I always hear the same 4 concerns about buying and using food storage. Everyone asks, what do I buy? How do I afford it? How do I use my food storage? And how do I make sure it doesn't go bad? There's no need to worry. Shelf Reliance has created a simple solution to each one of these problems. The folks at Shelf Reliance are the leaders in food storage, and they've created really innovative tools to make planning, purchasing, using, and storing your food storage as easy and affordable as possible. The first step is to find out what you should buy for both your food storage and your daily use. And to do that, you simply log into the Shelf Reliance Thrive Planner. Here you enter some simple information about your family and your food storage goals. Then enter the amount from your current food budget that you'll put toward the goal, and the planner does the rest. You'll get a full plan customized for your family in just a few simple steps. And we're not talking bare bones wheat and beans food storage. You'll get delicious foods from all 6 recommended food groups. Question 1, done.
Planner is a huge help because when you're looking at getting 6-month or a year supply of food, really you have no idea what that even means. How much food is that? And the planner just makes it so easy to calculate and see what exactly they need to do.
Right. All you say is, I have this many people in my family, this is our age and gender, and it just spits out a plan for you, like in 2 minutes. I think, where was this 12 years ago, So the planner's incredible, and it gives you a full spectrum. So you're gonna have a healthy diet.
I've bought buckets that say you go to the calories and it says 500. I don't know many people that can live on 500 calories a day. They'd be very hungry. But with the planner, it's based on your dietary needs that you're gonna need for proper nutrition.
With all of the questions that Shelf Reliance has answered when it comes to food storage, I don't feel overwhelmed anymore.
A big concern families have about food storage is how to work the cost into their budget. One thing I've learned with Thrive is that you can build it up without actually having to spend more money. The answer is to reallocate part of your current food budget. For example, let's take an average monthly food budget of $600. By simply reallocating a portion of this to delicious Thrive foods, you'll start to build your food storage without going into debt. It's really that easy. And now that the planner has given you a customized overview of your family's needs, it's time to meet the Thrive Q. It's your roadmap to success. Using the portion of your current food budget that you entered into the online planner, the Thrive Q breaks down your plan into affordable monthly deliveries. The Thrive Q is kind of like an online movie rental queue. It makes recommendations based on your plan, but you still have the flexibility to decide what you want to purchase month to month within your budget. When you do make changes, the queue intelligently updates to look at what you've purchased, where you are in your plan, and how to keep you moving towards your storage goals. Maybe the best part of the Thrive Q is that for a minimum monthly purchase commitment, the Q guarantees that you'll always receive the lowest sale price on your plan items. It's like having an online assistant watching your goals and finding you the best deal every month.
The first time we decided to move forward with this idea of the food storage queue, we couldn't stop thinking about it, we couldn't stop talking about it. It consumed all of our energy for months on end as we talked about how we could make this plan, this new idea, come to life. We had spoken to other customers who had purchased several $1,000s of food storage and would say, I'm still not sure if I'm covered, if I've done what I need. The food storage queue allows people to customize a plan and allows them to buy what their family will eat. And when we realized that, when we realized how big this was, how exciting it would be for families who had suffered from this guilt of not knowing how to store food or what to store, we knew this would be exciting to families.
Steve came home and he was so excited about it, just talking about how he knew people would jump right on this and that they would feel confident now about the food storage.
Food storage was just one of those nagging things in the back of my head that I just didn't want to tackle. But when I learned about the queue, it just took all that away. It was so easy to do, and it just broke it down bit by bit to where it was manageable.
I mean, it's totally controllable by the consumer, and that's the power in it for us.
The things that I did, I have enough. I could delete it. I put what I wanted, and of course, I went to fruits and vegetables 100%, more than 100%.
You don't have to shop coupons or watch the ads. You know you're on the queue. You know you're getting good pricing. It's a great way to go.
So I can go to the store now 3 times a month, use the money that I've saved, and put that to Thrive in my food storage. I haven't changed anything with our bills, and it's worked. Since November, we've done this and saved so much.
I was sold after that first month. My second month, I cooked with it every day, and I saved $160 on my regular grocery budget. So I love it. They say that it's the best quality, and it is. They say the pricing is excellent, and it is. A lot of times it's the best. And they say that you're gonna save money, and you do.